Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to a brand new Destiny 2 video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 1000 Voices Fusion Rifle. It's pretty much just going to be my mini review and my thoughts on the weapon, and if I think if it's good or not, if it's a good weapon or not, if it's worth like going for it. So this weapon is attainable from the raid, from the Last Wish raid. Once you kill Riven and complete the Queen's Walk, the Heart Run, you have a chance to get this weapon from the chase, and I was lucky enough to get one. And apparently it's very rare, and it is just super hard to get, and I got it on my second ever raid run, so I was very lucky with that. So just had to take a quick look at the perks. The gun looks it looks awesome. It's very unique and it's a very cool looking gun. But the intrinsic perk is charging this weapon unleashes a giant continuous beam of death. What a description! What a description! Then you just got, the barrel doesn't matter because it's got max range and max impact anyway. And then the second trait, or the main trait I should say, is the weapon's beam superheats its target upon impact, causing delayed explosions. So we're going to have a look at this gun and see how it actually fires. It's very interesting, and I think the gun you can compare it most to is probably Sleeper Simulant. So when you shoot the gun, if I just shoot one out into just space, it fires like a beam, like Sleeper Sim does, like just a continuous beam, probably slightly longer than Sleeper. Sleeper kind of fires one beam, but this fires a continuous beam. If you fire this beam on like the ground or on a surface or on an enemy, as you can see there, then it proceeds to explode after the impact. So the beam does impact damage, so when you fire the beam it hits impact damage on a target. Then also the explosive damage afterwards can damage a target, and that does massive damage. So this weapon's very interesting. The damage numbers on it are very good. It's very high damage in one shot. But so I'm going to show you some clips here of me using it, and I'm just going to talk about the gun and what I actually think about it. So we're going to hop right into that now. Alright, now that we've looked at how the gun actually works and what it's kind of about, let's have a look at some examples of this gun. And as you can see here, just against a heroic captain from one of the heroic Blightmaker public events on the Dreaming City, and you can see how easily take him down in like what, 4 or 5 shots. That's with no buffs. So no weapon buffs, no like melting point or empowering or anything. And as you can see, it took him down very easily. So I'm just going to show a different amount of clips of how this gun works. And it's probably more, it can probably be more used in a number of situations rather than just like the Whisper, how it's like only really good for boss damage and good for like high value, like high health targets. But as you can see, this gun here is also good for taking out mobs of targets. As you see, you kind of just spray the gun and it kind of just destroys everything that like it touches. You can see you easily take out multiple enemies in one go. It's got very good boss damage just because of how much damage it does in one shot. Like it really pummels. It's got good burst damage. So if you're looking at bursting down targets really quick, like really high level bosses and stuff, it's definitely what it should be used for. As you can see here against the prime, well not the primeval, sorry, the main bosses at the end of the Blind Well. This is just a tier 2, but still it does just the amount of damage and the amount of damage numbers, like how high they are, is really incredible. So it's a very interesting gun, but I don't think I'd use it solely for boss damage. Like obviously there's other choices that I'd take over it, such as the Sleeper Simulant, has higher damage, and the Whisper of the Worm, obviously just simply because of its unlimited ammo and how much damage it does hit for per shot. But it's good in a number of different areas. And I also tried it in Crucible. Well, what about Crucible? And in Crucible, it's actually kind of decent. It's actually more than decent. People say Sleeper Simulant's powerful. People say Sleeper Simulant's overpowered. This gun can just be just as powerful, just because of how it works. Because obviously Sleeper Simulant's single target. You're very rarely going to get a double, or unlikely going to get a triple kill. 3 people line up perfectly. But with this gun, because of how it works and the way the laser beam works and how each little bit of fire does damage and explosive damage, as you can see here, I'm about to pop around the corner, and you can easily take out multiple enemies with one shot. I just obliterated them, deleted them from the game files, gone. So really good in Crucible as well. Now you also might say, well, is it any good in the raid? Now personally, in the raid's an interesting place because all the bosses in the raid are just massive bullet sponges. Maybe besides Shuro Chi it might go well, but I reckon the best spot and probably the only spot in the raid that you probably want to use it in is the Vault.
unless you're going for something special, like a special run where you're kind of trying to use it for something special. But I'd say the Vault is probably the best place for it to be used, just because of the Knights and how high burst damage it has. Like, you can really, really burst damage those Knights. So it's, yeah, really, really awesome. But yeah, like I said, it's probably more of a gun that you use in multiple situations rather than just boss damage or just ad clear. I guess people have been comparing it to the Gjallarhorn from Destiny 1. I guess that makes sense because the Gjallarhorn was used for ad clear and also did awesome boss damage. I think the only thing wrong with this gun and the only thing that needs to be changed is the ammo economy. That's probably my only gripe about it, because overall, I said it's such a good weapon. It can be used in so many different situations, but you never have ammo for it unless you're in the raid and you drop a raid banner down and you're getting that instant ammo for every single encounter. You're not going to have any ammo, because you pick up ammo bricks and they usually only give 1, and sometimes, very rarely, they'll give 2 ammo. So, like, you use it and then, I don't know, it feels like I never get ammo drops for it. I know they changed the heavy ammo drop economy, and even with like heavy ammo buffs, it's just you're just not getting that ammo, and you can only hold 7 by default. On my Titan, I can hold 8, and that's with 1, but I think you only buff it by 1. So you don't really get too much time to use it. Like, compared to the Sleeper, how you get 11 shots, and I feel like that gun, you know, in terms of boss damage, is way overpowers it. So I'm not sure why this gun has such low ammo. I feel like it needs to be, you know, bumped up at least 1, 2 or 3 would be nice. If it could hold 10 in the clip, that would be nice. They'd probably be perfect, actually. But I kind of guess they're trying to balance it, but, you know, there's other guns in the game that are so much more powerful, that have so much more ammo, and that's why I take Whisper of the Worm over any day of the week. Unless I'm doing, something very specific, like the Vault encounter, where obviously Whispers, you know, you can't use it against the Knights as they rush you. It's hard. So you probably could, but it's hard, you know. And, you know, you have got Sleeper Sim, but this gun's just so much easier to use and so much fun. I think that's another big part of the gun, is just the fun factor. It's just really, really fun to use. It's just a cool looking gun and has a really cool perk, how the beam works, and it's just, who doesn't want to see explosions? Like, it's just so many explosions. So it's such an awesome weapon. That's my mini review of the gun, some gameplay in the background, obviously. I hope you did enjoy, and if you did like the video, or you learnt something, definitely leave a like. Definitely leave a like, and subscribe if you want to see more. I stream Destinies most days, and I upload videos as much as I can. But that's my mini review on the 1000 Voices, kind of showing off what I feel about it, my thoughts. So definitely, yes, the go for the gun. If you have the chance to complete the raid, definitely complete it. It is worth the grind. I reckon it's very unique. Not a lot of people have the gun at the moment. So yeah, there you go. I hope you enjoyed, and I hopefully I'll catch you all on that next video.